right, ladies and gentlemen, we are facing some terrible wind right now, but we're trying to catch one fish in spite of the wind. There's a house right here somebody built that's new. It looks awesome. They did a really great job with it. Fish, guys. First time I put on the green pumpkin, and what happens? This fish is super cold too. Probably should have had the green pumpkin on the whole time. Oh, there's a fish. First one. All right, guys, we are headed in on the home stretch. I could not beat the wind. No surprise there. Got one fish though out of it. And right now I'm gonna just go back into kind of this protected area where the dock is. Literally like 50 yards from the ramp. I'm getting ready to put out, but hopefully we can pick up one more fish down in here. We did pretty good the other day when we fished here. So I got my goby color here on. And I'm gonna just throw a 1.0 crankbait, see what happens. There we go. That one. Yay! Got one. Fish number 2 for today. Oh, buddy. These fish are so cold. There we go. 2 fish against the wind. all the way in this thing. Got one more for the road. So I'm gonna try to get some whoa, wow. As soon as I went to talk, something yanked this thing hard. Oh my goodness. And I was getting ready to say I'm gonna try to skip under this boat for some redemption from the other day. That's what you get when you're focused on talking and not what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever that was, it seemed to be a pretty good size. We're gonna try again. They like goby, so we'll see what happens. But I'm also in a perfect position to skip, so I'm probably gonna do that too. Skip right here, you can see, right here. Skip right under these. So I think at this point I need a different worm. I think they've seen this goby enough. So now we're gonna switch up to green pumpkin and hope that we can get something on that. And sorry for all the jarring and banging around. I'm sure you hear that. The boat is just banging back and forth. Because of the wind. But it's good conditions. It looks like it's gonna rain. It's overcast. And I usually do some of my best fishing in that scenario. Make sure your lure is as straight as you can possibly get it with a worm. That is always helpful. And let's just see if we can get one more in the boat and go home. Oh, there's a bass right here. Nice size one too. He did not react to it at all. Not even a little bit. Just sit there and watched it. Which is my fault. What I found is, if you see a bass, don't throw directly at the bass. Kind of throw away from the bass and let him go get it. That's what I've had better success with. Now I gotta stay. Now I gotta get one more. It's like the other day where I saw that one. And then I was like, I gotta get one more. I can't leave. Can't leave on that note. That bass is still there too. That bass is still there. So I'm gonna throw a ways out from it, see if it'll chase it down. That could be that big one that pulled just a minute ago when I got that bite. There we go. That was a tick. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Boom. Got him. We got him. Well, that's not the same one, but we got a bass. Look at that hook set. Perfect, right? Whoa. I'll try to hold this for a good thumbnail. Bingo. That's what you want to do. Right in the top lip. Let me stop playing around with them. Well, we said we wanted to get one more and roll out of here. And that's exactly what we did. Nice bass. I think that makes 4 today. Not a bad day. We fished from about 5:30 to 6:35, so about an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah, 4 bass. Fought a lot of wind, so that's not bad. I'm probably gonna practice just a little bit, throw around this spinnerbait. Maybe try to get one more, we'll see. But here we go. Whoa, let's get this guy back in the water.
Oh, guys, I'm so glad I looked down. Guys, take a look at this. I hope you can see that. Do you remember the other day in my video when I lost a fish on that black worm?
Well, praise God, we got it back. Check this out. The same fish was hanging around in the same area and it's still stuck in its mouth. And that was a couple of days ago, guys. Wish he had a bigger mouth. I'd have been able to get it. There it is. That is from the other day. Thankfully, no blood. Fish is safe. Check that out. That makes me feel good. Now that right there is true redemption. Good, healthy bass that is now set free. Let's get him back in the water. Here we go. Well guys, that is some redemption for sure. You actually saw me miss this fish with this exact setup. And look, the knot didn't break. And I was saying in that video, I didn't think that the knot broke. It just seemed like the line just gave. And sure enough, it seems like a very just clean. So I must have came across a part of the boat or something, because it's a very clean cut on that right there. But got the whole thing back intact. True redemption. One of the things that, you know, keeps me up is losing a lure. But more than that, losing a lure that's in a fish's mouth or their belly. Like I don't really want that to happen at all. So I try my best not for that to happen. But unfortunately, when you fish a lot and you catch a lot of fish, it is going to happen at some point. You are going to lose one. Something is going to run off with your lure. But thankfully, praise God, we got this thing back. So ended up landing the fish and getting the lure back. The other cool thing about this is you can see that this fish is living here right now. So that was what, between when I actually fished that time and today, it's probably about four or 5 days apart. That fish was still here, still had it in its mouth. And I'm surprised it hasn't deteriorated more. Like I would have thought there'd be more deterioration on the actual lure. And this is a black yum dinger, even on the hook, but it's not. The hook doesn't even look rusted. But anyway, that just goes to show you that fish can have something in their mouth, literally lodged in their mouth, and still be hunting after something else. So I'm hoping that you can hear me and see me, because it is getting dark and it's very windy. I don't think we're going to get any more out of here. Here comes another bump. Boom. And we can't keep fighting this wind and getting banged around. This is one of the good things about having a Jon Boat. You don't care that it gets banged around a whole lot. But anyway, nice. So the interesting thing is, you heard me say, if you see a bass, sometimes throwing right at the bass is not the way to go. So I saw that bass sitting under the dock, threw right at it, it completely ignored it. I threw away from it, it went and chased it down. So, and I've had that happen a bunch of times. But if you see a bass, you throw it to them and you can't get them to strike, try throwing away from them and many times they'll actually go get it. So anyway, I hope that you have found this video helpful and informative. This is a great place to fish here in Lake of the Woods. I've caught a lot of different fish here, caught quite a few bass here recently. So spring seems like it's going good so far. It's getting off to a really, really good start, other than COVID-19, obviously. But fishing wise, it's doing pretty good. So anyway, that's gonna do it. Hope you have a good day and a good night. We will see you next time right here on your next cast.